I always find that the best things to do in a rut is to spice things up. Do something different. Whether it be cutting your hair, dyeing your hair, bleaching your eyebrows, fixing up your room, cutting up your clothes, doing something old school that you haven't done in a long time, going out and dancing into the rain, spicing things up in a way where you experience pleasure on a different plane, if that makes sense. It's about bringing the pleasure back into your life. A lot of the times we go through life and a lot of things can seem mundane. But one of the things that I learned, as I was becoming an integrative health practitioner was finding beauty and ritual in the mundane. When you're making your coffee or you're making your tea, no matter what time of day, whispering those blessings into your cups, into your mugs, taking the time to slowly stir it and smell the aroma, to take a look and observe maybe the tea bag or the loose herbs or the coffee grounds, and to genuinely take that time to feel the warmth in your hands and to connect with it. Feel the warmth of your own body and feel one with something that is so simple but brings you so much joy or energy. I didn't expect to start the message with that, but that was a message that came up because I feel like it goes with this. This is a message for all of you, even like me, who feel like you don't know maybe where to go. Maybe you feel lost. And it's so funny because we have the void card that came up. And maybe that's how you're feeling right now. Like you're in a space where it's not that you're not progressing and it's not that you're stagnant. You're just kind of in this in-between space. And you know that there's something happening. You know that there's something big on the way. But it's almost like you don't really know what that next step is in order to get there. It's like you're trying to close that gap it's like, I'm literally seeing the vision of someone just running, and you're running as fast as you can, but still it kind of feels like you're running through maybe like water to a door. And you're just trying to close that gap because you can see the light shining from underneath the door, and it's bright, and there's rainbow lights radiating from outside, from through the cracks and the slivers of the door. And you're just trying to close that gap so that you can open it and get to the other side. And that's what I'm seeing. So this message is for you if you feel like that. If you feel like you're just trying to close that gap. If you feel like you just need to know your next step. Life is full of surprises. It's full of magic. It's full of mystery. We aren't going to know everything. As much as we love knowing the answers as human beings because we are just naturally curious, we won't know everything. And God wants to surprise us. God wants us to feel good things and to genuinely be surprised. A lot of the times, and I feel like this is something that people can connect with. Growing up, people teach you that surprises aren't always good things, that you can be surprised in negative ways, and you may be in good situations and you're waiting for the other shoe to drop because you're used to being surprised in negative ways. But God wants to switch that narrative because it was never supposed to be that way. You're supposed to experience surprises in positive ways that genuinely make you cry tears of joy. You're supposed to fall down to your knees in disbelief. You're supposed to be in shock. You're supposed to genuinely feel like, I did not see this coming, but it's here and it's more than I could have ever wanted. You're supposed to feel those divine pleasures of life. And yes, you are there, and yes, you are closing the gap. And the distance is much closer than you realize. and things can speed up at any moment before you realize. So at this time, it's not about whether you close the gap or not. It's not about whether you're moving forward or moving backward. No, it's about really enjoying where you are. 222 has been coming up a lot. 1222, 222. It's about really enjoying where you are. We don't have to be in survival mode or constantly work or constantly do things or constantly make our lives into something. Sometimes we really just need to enjoy the process because we've done so much already. Before I started this message, my right toe was itching like crazy. And you guys know I love my toe reading. So the right foot really connects to how you show up in the world. And it was my right big toe, which is your ether toe. It stands for how you actually show yourself in the world, how you express yourself in the world, how you show up as confident or as big in the world. And with my right toe, ether toe itching, I felt like it was an act of, this is something about, your next step is something about how you show up in the world. And there was a sign that came up. And I really feel like it's about your creation, like what you're going to create next. I really feel like it's about what you're putting out into this world as regards to your next step. At the top of this deck, we actually have comparison. And I want to talk about this really quickly because I feel like there's been this, we see a lot of people and what they're doing in this life, and maybe they're doing something that we want to do, maybe they're doing something that we have wished for a long time. And maybe I see a lot of comments lately about people saying, why do some receive things so easily and why do some struggle? There's been a lot of that, and they really do say that comparison is a thief of joy. There's been just a lot of comparison lately, even subconsciously, thinking maybe you're not cut out for this, you're not good enough, you're subconsciously scared of the success. And I freaking get it because I struggle with that too. I really do. And with this comparison, it's so funny because it's actually not funny at all. But you see in this mirror, it's a complete version of herself. Someone that she's not, maybe not yet, or someone that society wants her to be, or someone that she believes she has to be in order to be liked by society. But I'm hearing this message of, and with this whole Lilith activation, I'm hearing this message of it's time to break the mirror. Like it's time to break the mirror. There's this message of completely letting go of all expectations, of all projections, and just doing whatever you want to fucking do. I mean, really, what do you want to do? Just you. Without the expectation, without anybody's input or anybody's energy. If it was just you in this world, what would you do? What would you genuinely want to do? There's this essence of, yes, you are right here in this void, but it's because you're stripping apart every piece of yourself that has stayed obedient to everyone's thoughts, beliefs, perceptions, and projections. And what's coming out, I'm seeing this actually here. This fire right here, what's coming out is you being birthed from that fire. And yeah, you are birthing creations. Yeah, you are transmuting things. Yeah, you are transforming things through that energy, through this energy right here that you're in. It's actually very important. We want to so quickly, so badly get to the part where everything's speeding up. We want to so quickly, so badly get to the part where everything has just worked out. We're here, we're at the end, we're at the success story. We got it. We want so badly to do that, but every moment matters. The stagnation, the periods of doubt, the periods of lack, the periods of confusion and not sure, being sure where the hell you're going next. All of that is so important to the story. If you did not have that, you would not come to a realization within yourself that something new needed to break free, that something new needed to be ripped apart from the depths of your soul. Something new needed to be birthed into this world. And it's all about what you're creating. And you may not even... I'm really getting that you should be posting your stuff. I'm really getting that you should be sharing your stuff, sharing your content, sharing your writing, sharing your art, sharing your music, sharing your creations. I'm literally seeing someone like welding something and building something, sharing what you put out into this world. I'm really seeing that you should be doing that. But I'm also seeing, actually, no, I'm sorry. They cut everything else off. They cut everything else off. That's it. That's it, actually. You are meant to share what you create in this world. You are meant to put it out there. When I say that we are creating this new era of new billionaires and new... It's really no joke. Everyone's energy is banding together now. Whether they know it or not, everyone's energy is banding together to create something anew. And you may not even know that you are a part of this huge purpose or what it really is, but everyone's energy is banding together. Everyone now has been activated in some way starting 2020 or I heard 2018, 2017. There's in those years, like everyone's energy started to activate in this moment. And even now in this year, especially last year and this year, everyone's energy has been activated in multiple ways. Everyone's been going through multiple spiritual awakenings without even knowing really what spirituality even is, without really knowing who and where they freaking come from. But we're being activated and something's happening and it's creating this new it is creating this new, that's not even really the right words for it, because it's not going to be called that. It's not that. It's something completely new. We are changing the world as we know it. But your creations, what you create, what you put out in the world, even something as simple, it's not really simple. I'm sorry, but it's not simple. Whether you're making scrunchies or blankets, whether you're making door handles, there are so many things that you can create in this world, that you can make in this world, whether it's you just speaking, making jokes, getting up on stage and supporting someone, dancing, you reading, you doing tarot yourself, you speaking out, you being a prophet, you being a high priest, a high priestess, even playing video games. There are so many things that you can do in this world, but all of us banding together to do what we truly love, that is the movement. That is the movement. It's us doing what we love. It doesn't matter what you're doing. It's the fact that you do what you love, despite everyone else's obligations, despite everyone else's perceptions or judgments. of what you got going on. So your next step is honestly to surrender. I'm seeing this vision of someone putting their knees to their chest, sitting down and putting their knees to their chest. And just hugging themselves, hugging their knees. And the darkness is surrounding them, but they are in a bubble of light. It's like a spotlight of light around them. I want to read some of these to you because this is a new deck. This is a new deck and it's absolutely beautiful. It's called the Goddess of Love Tarot, and I got it because I too am going through this energy and this transformation of just being in my divine feminine essence and energy and activating this higher and honestly darker part of me. That's why this Lilith activation has been so important, because it honestly was activated within me. And then I seen that it wasn't just me, and of course everyone is a reflection of me. I am a reflection of everyone, and I'm seeing it be in this collective more and more, and I'm seeing it come up in music. Like I shared it through my post, Leanne's new song, Dead and Gone. And that physical representation of the dark feminine, the true dark feminine, which is really the divine feminine, that Lilith activation, and completely letting go of a past version of yourself that said yes to things that really was a no to you, whether it be opportunities or jobs or partnerships or relationships or friendships or just environments, items. Let me read this to you. Let's start with the void. Because when I started reading the first paragraph, I started laughing, actually, because I was like, whoa, hello. It's such a beautiful deck, honestly. I was so drawn to it. I was like, I'm not leaving without this one. So the void is actually the Fool card in tarot, and it is represented by the goddess Shakti. So it says, welcome to the abyss. The Fool is the zero key, neither here nor there, neither beginning nor ending. The void is birth and death and rebirth expressed as infinity. The void is unyielding potential. It is latent sexual energy, the power of creation and love in its underworld form, waiting. It is Shakti, the Hindu personification of sexuality and power, who embraces nothingness and totality. She is in the microcosm as self, represented as Kundalini energy, coiled like a serpent at the base of the spine, and in the macrocosmic as the connective tissue of the universe. Shakti is the creative and life-giving principle. The Fool asks you to step into new experiences and expressions of self, to trust and be willing to laugh at yourself. This card can mark a literal beginning, a new relationship or a career or a move, or the beginning of an emotional, spiritual, or sexual journey. The void is the first step in the journey of the goddess as she embarks to the underworld and back again. A new romance, a new connection to your sexuality, a new recognition of what love and lust mean. Remember your ability to work with sexual energy, with Shakti, to create an aligned life. Practice sex magic to connect with your sexuality as an offering to the goddess. To manifest love, to protect yourself in your heart, or to heal or banish. Think of your sexual energy as a direct link to the goddess of love, and by summoning this power, you become the void. And you know, when we think about our sexual energy, it's really connected to our sacral chakra. The sacral chakra is the chakra of creation. It is the chakra of lust and sensuality and sexuality and pleasure, divine pleasure. I love how it says it marks the beginning of a goddess's journey or a god's journey. Because you feel like in this moment, you don't know what is going to happen next. You don't know, what's even going to happen tonight, right? But with this Fool card, with this Void card, it's the true essence of your beginning, of your journey. When you practice that sexuality, that pleasure, that joy, I feel like we start to feel why life is worth living once more. We also have the Nine of Wands, the Ten of Wands, Witch of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, and Crone of Pentacles. So I want to go across some of those. Okay, I was going to see, let's see which one we go to first. It was the Nine of Wands, actually. It says, sometimes being inflamed with desire can cause your vision to become distorted. Consider separating yourself from your situation because you are too fired up and in your head to see clearly. In any sort of relationship, whether with a partner or with the goddess herself, perspective is required. It can be incredibly difficult to get out of a rut, but if you choose to engage with your true will in a fresh way to break old patterns and trust in your heart, you can unlock new vantage points. Allow your lust to guide you, but don't hold on to the outcome too tightly. Whether you have to make a decision, and it may be a big one, or you're just stepping into this new version of life, of yourself, that key is going to come from your pleasure. Pleasure is a key word here, because it's what makes you feel good. When you're feeling good, you know that this is something that you need more of in your life. One of the exercises that actually helped me just control what I can, because we can't control everything, but the one thing that we can control is ourselves, how we react to things, how we decide to move forward, and the actions, the inspired actions that we choose to take on a daily basis. And one of the exercises that really helps me to do that is the more or less tool. And you make a T-chart, and on one side you write what I need more of, and on the other side you write what I need less of. It helps you take stock of the current situation in your reality, but it also helps you to see, okay, what can I call in? What can I do? Maybe you need, what's on your list is you need more laughter. Maybe you need more space on your calendar. Maybe you need more time in the day to rest. Whatever it is on that list, at the bottom of the paper, I really want you to write your actionable steps towards that. Whether it be something small or something big, I always recommend starting something super small, because the smallest actions can lead to something humongous. So starting with the smallest action that you can take, something actionable, something that you know you can do that very same day to start the ball rolling and to plant that seed. Write down those actionable steps that you can take to bring and call in more of what you need in your life. Same thing with the other side, what you need less of. What are some actionable steps that you can take that very same day that can maybe lower it? Maybe you need less. Maybe your thing is like less coffee. You need less coffee in the day. Maybe you need less TV, less candy, less sugar. Whatever it is for you, it can be honestly anything. Making those actionable steps on what you can do that very same day in order to remove that from your life. With this card, the Nine of Wands, it really talks about your own power that you have. Like, it really talks about how powerful you are as a being. I talked about this before, but with women and our wombs, our yonis, our wombs naturally lead us to where we need to go. It will naturally lead us to the people that we should talk to, or the jobs that we need to work at. It's all about listening. And it goes with honestly anyone, even just listening to your gut. How you feel in your body. Maybe how you feel in your heart, in your chest. The vibrations that you feel in your body, or maybe you're feeling your hair standing up whenever you feel like something is a wrong choice for you. It's all about listening to your body at this time, because you are the one that holds the most highest decision. When I did a message short today, I talked about how we are actually, I don't know if it was today, but I talked about how we are a direct reflection of God. How we are made directly from God, so we can expect that we have that same magic and perspective and wisdom as well that's been granted to us, given to us, to be able to move forward in this world with our own tools. I mean, if we didn't have that, there's no way that people could be mothers. There's no way that people could be businessmen, businesswomen, and leaders of this world. There's no way. If we did not have God's power within us, God's intuition within us, God's direction and will within us, then we would not be able to do the basic things that we look forward and need in this world. And with this Nine of Wands card, it's all about trusting in yourself, trusting in your heart. You know, we talked about, when I first started this message, I said, when I feel like I'm in a rut, I like to switch things up. Like, I like to spice things up. It says if you choose to engage with your true will in a fresh way to break old patterns and trust in your heart, you can unlock new vantage points. And allow your lust to guide you, but don't hold on to the outcome too tightly. And maybe your spirit's really calling for a way to spice things up. When you're not sure where to go, when you're not sure what to do, and you just want to try something. But that's exactly what that moment is for, isn't it? It's never a moment that lasts forever. We're never in these ruts forever. We're never in these periods of lack or confusion or doubt forever. We're never in these shadowy periods forever. It always happens for a reason. Out of that, out of the darkness, maybe a new idea comes out. A creation, a story, a book, a song. Maybe you connect with something that you haven't in a long time. Maybe you connect with a piece of poetry or a piece of art that makes you feel something. Maybe you connect with someone that you love. Maybe you find out how loved you truly are by the universe. But out of somewhere, out of that darkness, maybe you find out just how strong you are to have made it through that hard period. But somewhere, through that darkness, something comes out. There is a purpose to these times that we go through. And maybe that purpose was always... I just saw rewriting the script on here. But maybe that purpose was always to rewrite the script in your way. Yeah. To try too hard, this is the 10 of Wands. To try too hard in love is to pull the teeth of fate. To struggle against your own power, your own grandeur, and your own potential is just as painful. The 10 of Wands is a mirror to the struggle. The last steps in recognizing your infinite majesty. Wow. The 10s represent fulfillment in the material realm. So we're looking at a combination of vision and erotic desire manifested on this plane. The thing is, energy follows the path of least resistance. And the more tightly you hold on to how things should be, the harder it is to birth them into reality. Go inward to see what you're clinging to that the goddess is asking you to release. Rewriting the script. Rewriting the script. If you rewrite the script, you have to throw the old one away, right? You toss it, or maybe something can be salvaged from it in order to create the new script. But you have to rewrite the script. This talks about a mirror to the struggle. We just talked about this mirror, right? Breaking the mirror. We said that earlier. Breaking the mirror. The 10 of Wands is a mirror to the struggle and the last steps in recognizing your infinite majesty. And with the 9 of Wands, that's a card that already talks about recognizing and honoring your own power, your own wisdom, your God-given gift to know where to go, your true will, to know what is guiding you truly. And we talked about how this moment is so sacred. This moment of not knowing where the hell you're going, how it's so sacred because it's leading to something else. And the 10 of Wands says that this is the last step in recognizing your infinite majesty. And that's where it's leading you to. So you can rest assured that and know that through this energy, through this shadowy period, through this, it's not even a shadowy period to be honest, through this period of the unknown, and we can't call it a shadowy period because we're still learning, we're still transmutating, but this void, you can rest assured and know that your power is coming out of this. There's levels to this power that's been activated. It's like 1, 2, 3. We are seeing an up-leveling of steps. We're literally seeing an up-leveling of steps. Oh, wow. There's like roses going in the way, the card I showed you guys. I didn't notice that, but they're literally going like in a way where they're ascending, going up. Transmutating that fire, transforming. And through this dark period, that's what happens. You know, the rose is the highest vibrational plant at 320 megahertz. It's the highest vibrational plant, vibrating even higher than humans' bodies. The highest. I always say that because that is so magical to me. They're so powerful. Just the essence of a rose is so healing. But that's what you are. Whether you're a man or a woman, and don't give me any toxic masculinity BS. Roses are strong. Flowers are strong. We step on them all the time, and yet they continue to just grow. They grow under sidewalks and cement. They grow in mud and in water. They're powerful. And yes, flowers as well have masculine properties too. You are this rose vibrating at the highest vibrational essence that could ever be. You are this massive healer. You are this king, this queen that is here to change the world. And you're changing the world through the essence of changing yourself. The way that you sit here and work on yourself, the way that you transmute energy, the way that you alchemize things on a daily basis. And I talk about this too. I talked about this before about the anime and the character not knowing how strong they're getting on a daily basis, how fast they're getting, because they can't see their own up-leveling. And it's so funny because we have this mirror right here, not seeing how powerful you are as a whole, just you, by yourself, not seeing how powerful you are. And the mirror is not showing you that either. They're giving you this perception of what they think you should be, or what they want you to be, what they want you to see yourself as. That's the funny thing, isn't it? People want you to see yourself as something that you're not, because they don't want you to break through and find out that you're really the essence, the power of this rose. That's why you have to break the mirror, break the illusion. And this time, I mean, what time is more perfect than this right here to break through that illusion and come into your true power? The true essence of who you are. And yes, it is layers to this because we are shedding layers. Yes, you are like an onion. Yes, you are the petals of a flower. Yes, you are like the earth's core. There are layers to you, each one hotter and more powerful than the last. There's so much animal spirits here in this card. I'm the Queen of Pentacles. And if you take a look here, it's not just animals of this world. It's also what we call mythical creatures, right? Even there's a unicorn. Wow, there's a unicorn. I gotta cover this a little bit, but there's a unicorn. The Witch of Pentacles. When I say that you are supported by fairies and spirits and creatures, seen and unseen, I truly mean it. They really surround you in protection. You are so protected. There are so many spirits that walk ahead of you and behind you. Your personal bodyguards, just to make sure that nothing crosses you. You might think that you have been through some of the worst shit, and you have, but you're still here. And it's for a reason. It's for a reason. Have we heard some of the horror stories in the Bible and all of these ancient texts? Have we heard some of the stories of the way that people were punished? Even, not even just ancient texts, just back in the day. Have we heard the way that people were taken care of for just doing something as stealing? Do we remember that? God and your angels and your spirit team and these creatures have protected you from far worse, actually. Have protected you from the end so that you can continue and birth something new. They protected you from the end because you were here to create a beginning. And that's why you haven't ended, because you are the beginning. That's why this void is here. You are the beginning. That's why you're the lineage disruptor. That's why you're the black sheep. That's why you're different than the rest. That's why you may have felt like you didn't belong. That's why you need a specific and unique crowd that understands you. Because not everybody knows your heart or walks with the same passion as you. Your divine protection goes crazy. And with this energy of, I'm being brought back again to what I said earlier in the video. We want so hard to, and so badly to just realize. We want so badly to just know the answers. But it says here that energy follows the path of least resistance. And the more tightly you hold on to how things should be, the harder it is to birth them into reality. Life is full of surprises and miracles, aren't they? And we have to be ready and prepared for the miracle that comes into our life. And we can plan things, but I always say that I have to come at the end of the day and pray to God, because God will always see things that I cannot see. And you may not be able to see. You may not be able to see forward right now, but God is just asking that you see yourself. That's really what you need to see. You don't need to see anything past that. You really need to see yourself. Look through the mist. Break the mirror, the false mirror. It's like one of those mirrors in those houses, those mirror houses. The house of mirrors, yeah. You have to break through to find the one that reflects back to you the true version of who you really are. You're taking a look, and that's why there's so many roses here. You see, we have diamonds here. And these pentacles and these wings. And these snakes. These powerful mythical creatures. Your next step is you seeing that you are this. Through what you create next. Through how you choose to show up in the world. So, how do you choose to show up in the world? How do you choose? Not what anybody thinks your purpose should be. 44 on the time. But how are you going to show up into the world? couple more of these cards here. That's so funny. We literally have sexy time at the top of the deck. That's so funny because we're literally in this like sensual, sexual, like tarot card reading, allowing ourselves to really tap into all of our creative juices and energy and get that flowing. And we have sexy time at the top of the deck. And whether that be with a partner or yourself, it's time to utilize the essence of your magic and your power. Ooh. We have burdens here. And I feel like this is what it feels like, right? Feeling so trapped, feeling so unsure of your next move that it paralyzes you in fear. That it just paralyzes you in confusion and doubt. Not knowing your next step, not knowing where to go. But we talked about how maybe spicing things up could even be cleaning your room. And we have these piles of clothes here. But we also talked about maybe cutting up those clothes, maybe cutting up some clothes, right? And it's so funny because we have one of the cards that popped out was release ritual. Maybe you do need to cut up some clothes, huh? Maybe you do need to let go of certain things, certain energy, certain people. Maybe you do need to just let go of a past version of yourself. Maybe you need to write a letter to the past version of yourself that settled for less, that settled for things that you didn't want in life, or said yes to things that you didn't want to say yes to, or was obedient to rules that really did not, your soul did not want to follow. Writing this letter to the past version of yourself and thanking it for even getting you to this moment where you are now, for allowing you or helping you to survive to this moment. And now recognizing that it's time for them to pass this torch on to you. For you to receive this flame and make it burn brighter. And you see, well, I can't really show you, but because they're dancing naked, but they're dancing around this flame. Right? And we have this release ritual. That in itself is a celebration. The release of something old or who you used to be, it is the celebration. It is a ritual, and it is the celebration. It's the celebration of what you are calling in. It's the celebration of what you are creating. It's the celebration of this new beginning. I understand that feeling of being so paralyzed that you feel like you can't move. You feel like you don't know what to do. All plans gone out the window, not sure what the next step is and what you should do. Sometimes not even sure what you should eat for lunch because it gets that overwhelming. Feeling like you can't clean or you can't, fulfill the duties that you wanted to or fulfill the things that you wanted to on a daily basis until you come to conclusion of what you should do next. But this moment, oh, that's beautiful. This moment is about you flowing, just leaning back into it. Just leaning back into it. We may not know where these waters are really leading us. I'm hearing how far I'll go from the movie Moana. We may not know where these waters will take us, what's beyond there. Sometimes you just need to pop your sunglasses on and get out your floaty and allow yourself to be carried through. You know, water is such a creative energy too. To be able to flow. It's also an emotional energy, isn't it, right? Water is being connected to our emotions. And it's also connected to the moon and our intuition. Water is a very powerful element. Maybe using these emotions that we're feeling to birth a new creation or tap into an essence of ourselves unseen. And instead of trying to run away from the slowness or this period of confusion, wonder, and stagnation, we lean into it. We lean all the way into it and use it as our advantage. It's almost like we've slowed down time. You know, as a kid, and I know I'm not the only one, I watched those superhero movies, The Flash, man, and how he's going so fast, but everything else is slowed down. And sometimes you just want to stop time, right? You just want to slow down time. So God granted our wish. And in this period of not knowing which way is left and which way is right, maybe even just being frozen in fear, this period, it's us slowing down that time. It's us pressing pause on the show. So now that you've paused the time, what are you going to do? I mean, what are you going to do, right? You've always imagined this as a kid. You've always imagined that you would freeze time and you would do this. Maybe you'd go get some ice cream, take everything out the store. I don't know, right? Maybe, I don't know. What are you going to do now that you've paused time? Now that you have the time to take a look around everything and appreciate it, to slowly look around and wonder and in curiosity at everything around you and figure out how to rearrange these things. The puzzle piece, it's not fitting and it's throwing everything off. So now, how can we rearrange everything to align perfectly? Not with our vision from our human mind, but from our soul. From the mission that we have collectively with God, how can we align with that vision? And honestly, allow ourselves to be surprised. And then we have 44. Find an oracle. Find an oracle. There may be some psychic services near you, some tarot readers, oracle readers, fortune tellers. And when you feel that pull and that call, you go. And maybe the oracle is yourself as well. But that's also This right here is an answer as to your next steps, as well as sexy time. So enjoy that. And I mean that in every single way. Let that be full creation. Maybe your sexy time is you dancing to some music alone in the room naked. I don't know, but, and honestly, props to you. So let that be what you feel is connected to you. Let it be something that makes you feel free and liberated. Let it be something that makes you feel like you're taking off your skin. I'm literally seeing actually someone taking off like their skin, but like I'm also seeing like the skeleton underneath, but a bunch of butterflies flying from that. So it's just like unleashing the true essence of what you are underneath. I promise it wasn't too gory. Let me actually get one last card because I have these cards in my hand. I didn't really realize I picked them up, but let me get one last card. Sorry, we're not going to get it from this deck. We're going to do it from our new deck here. Going back to the basics, going back to the beginning. Primal urges. Follow the fear and the enjoyment. Makes you laugh is a winner. We have the 9 of Pentacles and the 10 of Pentacles. These are really beautiful cards. Oh, is that a rainbow? That is really beautiful. When I had turned the card over, it showed me a bunch of beautiful colors. That is so beautiful. I'm like trying to take a closer look at the camera while I'm showing you. Oh my gosh. Let's take a look at these cards and let's read these, and that will be the message. That will be your last message for the night. Let's see. There we go. Venus and Virgo astrological correspondence. The 9 of Pentacles is one of the blessings of this deck when it comes to the growth of resources, harmony, and prosperity. The value you have placed on whatever it is you're inquiring about has paid off. This can mean literal material gain, the flourishing of a relationship, or a newfound sense of purpose with your work. It can mean a renewed relationship with the body and its sovereignty and beauty. This is a card of gratitude, of looking with awe at what you've materialized. It is an omen to work with sex magic to build the life you desire. We literally just talked about that. We literally talked about that. Working with that magic in one of the previous cards. Wow, okay. To build the life that you desire. Your relationship with your sensuality and your body will only enliven that which you're tending to on the material realm. Wow. This really is about connecting to the essence of yourself, connecting to the power, the creativity within yourself, and honestly tapping into this sexual being, this creative energy to birth something new into this world. Pleasure. And with this card, it's like these two cards came out to show us what's happening after this shadow period, to show us what's happening after this period of confusion and doubt and insecurity, to show us what happens when we are patient with ourselves and with God, and what happens when we refuse to back down and instead use our doubts, our insecurities, our stagnation, this period of pause to our advantage. After this period of connecting with yourself, with your body, with your true essence, listening to your heart, your mind, your body, and your soul, after this period, you are looking with awe at what you've materialized. And I found it so interesting that it talks about a newfound sense of purpose with your work. I'm hearing the click and seeing the click of a key and the door opening. Like you've reached that door. Like something's clicking into place for you. Something's finally clicking into place for you. Okay, let's look at the 10 of Pentacles. Mercury and Virgo. You know, with the Virgo relating to like the 6th house too, right? I really think that this is in something that you're doing, right? This is in something that you're doing within your routine. And sometimes we see routine and we think it's like morning, night routine, but like routine can also just be like your daily life on a basis. Switching something up. Okay, 10 of Pentacles. The 10 of Pentacles, and it says Mercury in Virgo, right? You know, with Mercury being like this planet of, I honestly look to it as a planet of creativity as well, because like the speech and creation can really come from there, from that planet. I'm really feeling like there's just importance about someone speaking their truth, about someone sharing what they create. And Mercury was reminding me of that. Okay. The 10 of Pentacles is the last of the minor cards, a microcosmic version of the world, and a vision of enchantment grounded in the earth. It is the blessing of all the work you've done to get wherever the hell you are right now. Look around to see the sacredness in what you've manifested. This card exposes you to the truth of the magic in the material and mundane. What were we talking about earlier? That's so wow. Wow. This card is about material successes, but it's also about your legacy. No way, bro. Consider how you'll take what you've grown and gained and pass it on, sharing the prosperity with those you love, the earth, and future generations. You want to ensure wealth for the spiritual ecosystem of which you are a part. The affirmation, I am grounded in the riches of the goddess. I share my abundance effortlessly. And I'm going to leave it at that. I'm going to leave it at that. So not only did we receive clarity on your next steps here, but we received a glimpse into what it looks like on the other side of that door. Remember, we talked about the rainbows, the rainbow lighting shooting from underneath the crevices and above the crevices of the door. And we saw that key unlocking. And so these two cards, the 9 of Pentacles and the 10 of Pentacles here, are representing what lies beyond that door. We have rainbows and beautiful birds and flowers and pentacles here. Diamonds and roses. And this essence of something being born anew. So if you felt like you couldn't go on, if you felt like you were confused, if you felt like you didn't know what to do, if you felt just unclear on your next steps, let this be the answer. Let this be more than the sign. Let this be your co-creation with Spirit. Just you watching this is you taking that first step forward. So thank you. I love you so much. I hope you have a beautiful day or night. And just enjoy yourself. Anything that you love to do. And if you don't know, then this is that time to find out. I'm so proud of you. I'm so amazed at you. And I'm so thankful to exist the same time as you, really. Some people say that they were born in the wrong era. I think we were born in the right era. Me personally, to be honest. There's no era that's going to change the world as much as this one and set the stones for the next one. So I'm proud to truly exist with this tribe, to feel and combine our powers together and change this world as we know it. We're really powerful beings, and that's definitely something to celebrate on a daily basis. So thank you for watching. If you like this, like, comment, share, subscribe. There will be more, as always, because even this is just me walking in my purpose, whether on a daily basis or weekly basis, or I don't even know, but I will be here. Thank you.